Hello, and welcome back to another episode of UnorthoBlocks. This is episode 74, and the last episode we did some work on our base. We designed a really cool new house design for the rest of the base, and we also added an XP dispenser as well. So I've been a bit busy at my base since the last episode, so I'll go and show you that in a bit, but we're starting off underneath my lab because I've got a really cool idea for this. So I've been doing a tiny bit of work off camera, not much down here. So I figured out on a camera account that we've got a lot of room to play with outside of this, so we can easily expand this. The only thing we can't do is get rid of this beacon easily, but that's not a problem. So over here we've got a corridor leading up to a stairs, and this basically just leads on top of this white concrete where the main foyer is here, and then we can easily go up, down, diagonal. We've got a lot of room to play with. So yeah, so the plan is basically just to dig this area out up here, and we're gonna have some laboratory up here as well. We're gonna have like loads of plants and cacti and stuff like that up here, just to make it look like it's a place where these kind of things are being studied. So that's what I've got on the plate for today's episode. So while I'm getting myself all sorted out, let's go to our base and show you what I've been up to over there. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, and I certainly enjoyed building this. It came out really cool, especially the landscaping around it, although mushrooms are a bit glitchy still, so I might have to sort that out. But this build from the time lapse turned out really quite well. As you can see, there's not really much detail in it at the moment because I'm still yet to figure out what I'm doing for the terraforming. That's why I didn't really leave much detail on the bottom, because most of this is probably going to be covered up anyway, so I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. I'm just working out some terraforming designs at the moment, but I think this turned out really quite well. We've even got a chimney on the bottom, on the back as well, and yeah, this looks really quite cool. So the plan is to just build all this landscape up over here, so it kind of blends in with this row here, and then I'll probably flatten it out after that. But that can probably be done off camera, to be fair, because it is quite a bit of work to do. That's not all we've done though. So I've got another building over here which I've done as well, which is similar to the one we done on camera. That's the one we done last episode. This is the one I done off camera. There's nothing in it, but this one turned out really quite nicely as well. So you can just imagine another 5 or 6 builds like this around the place, and then this as the landscape. It's going to look really cool once it's done, and hopefully it won't take too long to do, because I'm not going to worry too much about the landscaping as long as most of it's covered up. We are going to need a lot of netherrack though, but that shouldn't be too hard to gather. at least. That's the only problem material we might find ourselves needing. But apart from that, this looks really cool, and it also fits really nicely with this build palette as well. So I'm really happy how this turned out. I kind of marked out a building here as well. So now I've shown you what we've been up to since the last episode. Let's go back and start our work on the laboratory. So we've made it back here now. So I think the first job to do is to clear some space up here, so that we've got enough room to build what we want to. Alright, so I think we've got enough room for what we need in here now. So I think the next step is to make it look more presentable than what it is. And presentable it shall be, because not only have I made it look pretty decent, but I've also added quite a few features to it as well. So this is what I've come up with, and honestly, I really like this kind of design. If you don't know already, it's kind of like a lab kind of design with the white concrete and terracotta, and I've pretty much put all different types of vegetation in the game. There are a lot more than this, but these are the most common ones, I think. So we've got some bamboo, we've got berry bushes, carrots, potatoes, wheat, beetroot, cactus, and a few others, mushrooms, and yeah, you get the picture. We've got quite a few in there, and we've also got a little pet as well, a little pet chicken. He's only just gone in there, so he's got a name as well. His name is called Cluckles, like this. It does look a bit bare in the middle though, so we could probably come up with something in the middle, but I can't do anything to the floor because the bottom of this roof is here. So the floor is basically the roof of this, which is why I can't really do much up there. Hence why the lighting is actually on the roof of this. I'm really happy how this has turned out. So if you guys have any ideas on what we can put in the middle of this room, then put it down in the comments below. Maybe another area where we can just have like different other types of plants that we haven't got in here. But for now, I think that's enough, and it's taken me quite a while to gather all of this stuff as well, because there's quite a lot in just one room. So now we've got another room off our list, one room that we still need to do some work on down here, and we also need to work on an entrance for this, so I'll probably do this off camera to be fair. But another thing that we need to work on is this room here, where we've got all of our mobs. So we've got skeleton. What? I'm even being attacked by one. This place isn't safe, is it? Anyway, so we've got skeleton, creeper, a zombie there, and the only guy that I can't set loose, unfortunately, is the Enderman. But we've got one of them anyway. These rooms aren't much, but they're the home. Where the hell did you come from? Ooh, I'm tempted to keep this guy. Hopefully he can get trapped in the minecart. No. Ooh. He's avoiding it like the plague. There he is. Nice. And then we can name tag him. Make sure that's stuck. Yep, it looks like it has. Awesome. Great. So now we've got one more thing to contend with in this room, but not to worry. We need to do something about this place, don't we? So I think we should get our thinking caps on and see what we can come up with. So I've been racking my brains a bit, and I still can't really think of much to put in here apart from a few more mobs. But we do have another nice prison cell for this guy. I've actually decided to make a bit of an effort on this one just because I could, and also he's a zombie villager as well. Out of all the mobs that have just spawned here or appeared here, he seems to be one of the best. So yeah, so we've got a diamond block there, we've got a mini gold block there even. Then we've got a mini diamond block there, a few bookshelves, and yeah, he seems to be comfortable. They can't see you through this as well, so that's good. I can't do anything about these mobs now they're in here, but not to worry, I'm not going to worry about that too much. So yeah, I think we can just fill this place up over time with mobs. It's not going to be instantly because These guys are a pain in the butt to actually get. So we've got a room for a few more prison cells. I could probably mark them out. But I don't really have much materials on me either at the moment. So that's another thing that I need to get. A lot of white concrete basically. But we've done quite a decent job here already. We've made an awesome new addition to the lab. All we need to do is connect it up with a decent hallway, which isn't going to be too hard. I just need to get a lot more concrete for that. So I'll probably do that off camera, but this place looks really nice. So I think it's about time we go back to our base now and try and see if we can build another addition to our base. But first of all, I should probably remember to lock up as well. So let's do that. That light switch is off. Our key should come back any minute now. Yeah, awesome. Put our key back. Put that in my ender chest. That is the only key that we have to this place. So that's the reason why. And let's head off out. As you can see, we can't open any of these doors anymore. So that's the reason why. I should put a door there as well. But all in good time, I guess. We have made it to our base now. And now is probably a good time that we try and make a good amount of progress on this place. Because we've still got quite a few buildings to build. And a lot of landscaping to do as well. So with that said, I think it's time to roll that music and start that time lapse. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. I certainly had a fun time doing this, and you can see it's all nice celium, which is awesome. This looks absolutely great, especially with the elf houses we do have. Obviously there's a lot more to put in. We still need to build a few more houses and stuff around there, and also can't forget these guys as well on the end. They look absolutely brilliant. Even if it was just put together hastily, they still look really cool, and I'm happy how they turned out as well. We could possibly add another one on the end there, and then just convert a tiny bit of this area into mycelium as well. That would look pretty cool. So I think that's what I'm going to do moving forward, is just add another little tower on this side, and that will actually complete this area. And then obviously I've got a lot more landscaping to do. I've got to convert all this netherrack, and I've got a few more builds to add as well. Also, we can't be forgetting this pit. I've got an idea for that area, but I'm going to be doing that bit last so I can plan out where all the footpaths and stuff are going first, and then lighting and stuff like that. Oh, my potions just run out. But yeah, so that's the idea of this area. But I certainly had a lot of fun building this and doing this, even though it took almost 2 days on and off doing this. So it's not an easy thing to do. I wouldn't suggest doing this amount in that go anyway, but it turned out really nicely. And obviously we've got this kind of like little island here where we're going to have another little building similar to these. And yeah, I've still got a lot to do. We've still got to add a load of trees and stuff. I'm not going to keep these mushrooms. I'm going to get rid of these, I think, because they just look a bit naff compared to the area. So I think we're going to go with custom looking trees when everything's built up. But I'm really liking this area. It's turning out really nicely. We've also got to address this as well, which I keep forgetting to do because obviously I don't look up that much. So yeah, so we've still got quite a lot to do, but we made a lot of progress in that time lapse. So I think it's time to call this episode quits now, because this has taken quite a while to do on and off. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and thank you very much for watching. My name is MightyHigh. If you like this video, then please click the like button, and if you really liked it, then click the subscribe button and ding that bell for further uploads. I've been MightyHigh, and thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.